So, Pat McAfee yesterday had our boy Teddy K on the show to talk about his viral video that he recently took off on, right? And to be honest, listen, I didn't see his most recent viral video until this video. He was saying F the Titans. You guys do not know. I hate the Titans. I hate the Titans, and I hate the Patriots. And I also hate the Squealers, and I also hate the Clowns. But the Titans are just that annoying team where they're not good. They've never been good. But they talk so much trash. And they're so annoying. Let's go ahead and watch up and see what Teddy K has to say on this show. Let's listen up, guys.
But whenever we really learned of this man was when this happened after a massive win against the Tennessee Titans this season.
Yeah. Fuck yeah! Yeah. Right up yours, Tennessee. Fuck you.
Awesome.
Fuck you.
Give a fist bump on the way out with the helmet. What?
I love it. I absolutely love it. I think now Teddy K has become even more on my top list of favorite players. This man said, up yours, Tennessee, up yours. Oh, I love this guy so much now. All right, let's listen.
What? Is that every game or Tennessee in particular have a little bit more heat for you?
Man, I mean, the exchange right before that, well, I got punched right in the neck by Jeff Simmons. So they didn't catch they didn't catch the. I was yelling at the Titans for a while there, but then took a break, then came back and freaked out a little bit. My dad called me like 5 minutes later. You tweeted it.
Yes.
He's like, "Hey, dude, you're going viral, man."
Yeah.
I'm like, for what?
I don't remember my exact words. Did I say it was the most awesome thing of all time?
Yeah, you did. I really appreciate that too. Sold a lot of hats because of that.
Yeah. Nice. AJ, as it was happening, you were like, yes, that seems like it was out of a fucking movie, AJ.
It's real because you could tell, like, yeah, like there's a feeling you can get when you like. I think he really showed us, hey, you get pretty juiced if you go to somebody's place, you beat them. Obviously, I didn't know about getting punched in the neck in that whole situation, but man, what a way to walk off the field. Hopefully that kid's hands all right. You blast with your helmet too.
How long have you been in Cincy?
1 year.
Okay, so
You got 2 more.
2 more. You signed a 3-year deal. Congratulations. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Keep it going. But like, I think a lot of people that don't love the NFL as much as college football, they think NFLers don't care, right? They're like, oh, they're just playing for the money. They're playing for the money. Right there, I think we saw genuine emotion, which is why I thought it was awesome, especially to a brand new team your first year there. And you look like a human that was like, yeah, actually, you weren't a robot.
Just also that like overall culture of Who Dey Nation where it's like, listen, it's us against the world mentality. And I really do love that mentality now because it's working out so much in Cincinnati's favor in so many different instincts where it's like, listen, F you. Because this guy just got punched in the neck, right? They don't call a flag. They don't call anything. You know, no one's talking about that. But, oh, look, Cincinnati Bengals player is reacting, getting upset, F you, Titans. Stick it up yours, Titans. I love that, man. Teddy K is a god.
Fuck you, up yours, you said at one point.
Yeah, that's like straight out of the 50s.
Yes, it was a movie.
Where's that even come from?
Is that
I don't know
normal
where
shit
that came
talk for
from.
you? Or are you normal fuck you guy whenever you
I'm
start
pretty
talking
silent, man, until it was like, you know, I put all my energy into making the block. You know, I'm not as, there's some physical freaks in this league, and I need to be able to be at my best. I try not to let my emotions get the best of me. I was a tad bit embarrassed after that.
shit? Embarrassed?
I was going viral. It's a weird moment when you're like that. I've never had that experience before. And then it ended up, the reception from Cincy was incredible.
Loved it. He's a glass eater.
I fucking loved it too. It was amazing. I'm so grateful to Cincinnati. I feel like where I was always supposed to be, where I was always supposed to play ball.
Well, you got to understand, the year before you got here, my buddy Joe had got hit at least 100 times.
Yeah.
So it was like, this was a great feeling for the city, man. Going
Got it,
down
dog.
there and smashing them. I remember when you tweeted it, but the city was going crazy at that time. I don't think Cincinnati and the state of Ohio because the other team up there is not that good. But like
Well,
this road that we've been on the last 2.
Yeah, obviously, I was not covering the Bengals as much back then during the season. So I'm really honestly just ticked off of myself that I was not able to react to this live, because you already know now, as we cover the Bengals a lot more on this channel, I would have been absolutely going crazy about that play and the whole entire scenario. Because I think that's hilarious. I think that's amazing. I would have been like more or less like, yes, that is what you need to give. Like, that's the energy that shows how much you care about the team, how much you are grinding out. I mean, that's a Who Dey culture right there. And I love how he just bashes the clowns, Pac-Man Jones here. By the way, sorry I had to put a little thing up on the screen. This so they don't take down my video. But I love it, man. I absolutely freaking love that whole entire thing. I think that's amazing.
2 years have been crazy.
Okay, so let's talk about that. You've obviously won 2 Super Bowls with New England. You get drafted up there to play football out of Illinois. You go to Miami, you go back to New England. Now you're at Cincy. Team is great. I think we all agree with that. Joe Burrow, the next Tom Brady is what people are calling. I guess you would have a much better read on that than everybody else. But do you sense like something special in Cincy? Because we all obviously just assume at some point Joe Burrow's going to win a Super Bowl. Cincy's going to have a Super Bowl, which is kind of an understood thing. But the AFC is fucking stacked right now, and I think everybody understands that. What is it in there that you feel, and is that the same feeling that I should have?
Yes, Joey B's a killer, and we are going to win one. It's all I can think about, Pat, really. They've never won one in Cincinnati, so we want to be the guys to do it. And Joey B, man, I mean, he's the guy to do it, and it's fun coming to work every day with him. I've been very spoiled with quarterback play in my career. I've had Brady, Fitz, and Joey B.
How was Brady? A robot, human?
No, Brady was awesome.
Dude, he sold that chocolate. Remember that video we saw?
Oh, yeah.
He was selling his chocolate. It was like, I am not from planet Earth. And then, like, the TB12 stuff, it's like, that is not what a real human can't just eat avocado ice cream every single day. Then you see him play football for however long he played football and how great he was. It's easy to think, like, that is a robot, that is an alien, that is not a human. But, like, Vinatieri, the story I hear, and then the people that are, like, boys with him are like, hey, he's actually a great dude to hang out with, too. I assume he took care of the offensive line. What was your interactions with him?
Unbelievable. Great, always great to my family. Knew our names, knew everyone. And he did give me like a 5-second cameo in 80 for Brady. So
whoa,
hell yeah!
Not acting. It was a rookie year on the sideline. I'm screaming, "Let's fucking go" on the sideline.
Oh, you're swearing? It seems like every time you get on something, it's saying,
swear.
you're a big fan of you.
Yeah.
We love the way you operate. Go ahead, Connor.
Yeah, Ted, I mean, I don't want to nitpick here, but you just said you played, in front of some great quarterbacks. You didn't throw in Mac Jones. So you hate Mac Jones? Is that what you were just saying?
No, not at
there?
all. What is that? Don't start that narrative.
Put Matt Jones as the great.
I love Mac Jones. I put down 3 top-tier quarterbacks, and Fitz, I think, is one of the all-time greatest teammates, greatest people I've ever been around. So that's why I threw him in there with Brady.
Okay.
And Joey B.
Joey B, every day you said he's just a cool guy, killer, everything like that. Is he the first one in, like all the cliche shit, or is he kind of operating his own kind of way? Him and Tom very similar, or no?
Joey B's his own guy. I think it's weird because Tom was, in his 40s and Joey's 26, so it's a little bit more relatable. But he's not a cliche. He's running his own show, and he runs our show too, and it's a lot of fun. And him and Zach have, created a great culture, especially on offense.
His look at these,
Unbelievable hair.
he always looks cool.
Always perfect.
Yeah, he's got that curl.
Yeah.
Yep.
So cool.
Perfectly sitting there on the forehead.
So cool. And he's an Ohio fuck.
Yeah.
And it seems like a perfect match. It honestly does. Sucks for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Tony, you got a question for Ted?
They'll be fine.
So, timeout. I gotta ask, 'cause you guys are Bengals fans. Is that an insult? Because he says that a lot, Ohio F. Is that an insult? Because I feel like it isn't, but at the same time, I don't know. Tell me down below if that's an insult.
I've always been fine. Yeah, I do have a
It
question.
hasn't always been.
So what
Joe
you guys
Burrow.
have? 4, I believe, first-year starters. Not first-year starters, but first-year starters with Cincinnati last year. Like, how long does that take for, even though you guys have been in the league for it, now you have another new starter potentially at left tackle this year. How long does that take for everyone to gel together?
I think O-line more than other positions, just because O-line is a repetition and continuity position, and you got to learn body and spatial awareness with the guy around you. But I'm psyched about Orlando coming in. We got a giant coming in at left tackle, and
Hey, he's a dog, dude.
He is,
Beast.
and a winner as well. Just coming fresh off a Super Bowl, so to my chagrin, to our chagrin, I didn't want the Chiefs to win, but
Did you not?
I did not.
Why would
No.
you want the Chiefs to win?
Well, like then it's
because-
at least like
Yeah, we lost
our,
the Super Bowl chance.
our side
Yeah.
is the. No, I
No,
understand.
I'm saying just in general. I wanted to be the winners. I wasn't.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so
yeah, just in
you're
general.
mad at
Just in
whoever.
general. Yeah, I was rooting for the Chiefs.
I was about to say, I know he's about to say that he wanted the Chiefs to win, like, he wanted Cincinnati to win, obviously, but, you know, if the Chiefs win, it's whatever. But I think Orlando Brown, in my opinion, I think Orlando Brown's going to be the best free agent signing in the last 5 years after everything is said and done. I think you're going to look back and say that Orlando Brown signing is the key to what won Cincinnati the first Super Bowl. And I truly believe that because it's just securing up that left tackle position, you know, that blind side position, making sure Joey B doesn't have to worry every single play. That's very much underrated when it comes to signings. I know, yes, it's not a splash play, and a lot of times, you know, Jesse Bates, the Falcons give him all this money. He's a splash play. He's a skill set player. But at the end of the day, showing up that offensive line and getting yourself a star left tackle, that's going to be one of the most underrated signings in Cincinnati Bengals history, in my opinion.
Joe Tooney was my 4-year roommate in New
Hell
England.
yeah.
Hell yeah, Joe. What a dog he
Tunley's
is.
a beast.
Whenever you think about Cincinnati in the offseason and everything like that, what do you guys think you need to work on to get to the next stage? Because obviously you got Josh Allen. Hey, he's a fucking guy. We just talked about Patrick Mahomes. Odell Beckham Jr. just joined the Baltimore Ravens over there in the AFC North.
A-Rod.
Aaron Rodgers is potentially coming to the AFC with the Jets. What do you think it is? And you said you think about it every day. Is it an obsession over there, I assume? Because you guys are so close. You're in there. Every time you talk about it, it's like, oh, the Bengals could win a Super Bowl.
Yes.
And that hasn't been the case for a long time. So what is the thought every day in there?
Thought every day, especially from an O-line perspective, I feel like, the last 2 years, if we can finish a little bit better, we're in the big dance. So that is what I think about when I'm lifting in my
yeah.
gym. And
Hell yeah.
getting
Hell
big,
yeah.
if we can finish a little bit better, we have an insane amount of talent all the way around, and we need to come through and work our hardest to, be the guys.
Your father's father was a football champion. Your father was a football champion.
Mm-hmm.
You're a football champion. So you guys just come out of the womb in a pass set, or what?
yeah.
Have you always been just offensive line through and through? And do you think you have the greatest form of all time? Is that why you are who you are?
I think it's more of, I do believe that I was born to do this. I'm very grateful for the opportunities I've had, though. It's been
Hell yeah.
it's been a road to get here. But no, it's been interior O-line or D-line. Alex Karras is in the Hall of Fame at interior D-line.
Hell yeah.
Beast.
Iowa legend.
60s,
Wow.
60s. Had
So you guys are in the trenches. You
in
guys
the
want
no one's ever moved outside the interior 3. And maybe Lou in 47 was a tackle, but
47.
Lou was a dog out there.
yes.
look like good feet.
Big son of a bitch.
Do you train with Jake Glazer in the offseason? Do you mix martial arts, or what do you any of those?
I have a heavy bag in my gym.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You doing question mark kicks on it?
I'm not a big kicker, but I'm working hand speed.
Were you a wrestler?
I was not. I was had to gain weight, Pat. I went to one wrestling practice. I was like, holy shit, I gotta gain weight. I can't do this.
So because you had to. So
My dad took me aside in 8th grade and was like, you're kind of skinny, but you're super slow, Ted. And you need to put on weight. I actually gained 100 pounds in 1 year.
what'd you do? Just
I drank a gallon of milk before school every day for a whole year.
What?
It's verified. You can verify it. It's
Every day.
every single day.
Is that good for you?
I know it's horrible. My body rejects milk.
what year was it? What year was it?
Freshman to sophomore year of high school.
Did you grow as well? Or did that?
Yeah, I grew like 4 inches and gained 100 pounds.
That's
It's
milk, baby.
unbelievable.
Because the milk every single morning?
Probably hit at puberty too.
You ever switch it up between white and chocolate or?
Now 2%.
2%. Give me the whole. Give me the thick
Beast.
stuff.
Maybe on a day I was feeling weak, skim, but
Still a gallon.
AJ, go ahead, pal.
Yeah, Ted, you mentioned how you feel like Cincy is where you feel like you always should have been, or you love it there. How early did you know that, and why do you feel that way?
Well, not that I always should have been. Had great times in New England and Miami too. But when Cincinnati called, I signed right away. It didn't take much convincing. My family lives in Indy. I didn't even realize the weight of having my family so far away in my career. And then just the guys, the coaching staff, all the way to the top. The organization is fun to be there. I'm super excited. We start next Monday. And the guys are great, and it's a talented team. And the town is super fun, man.
It is a good town.
It's an unbelievable town. It's like Indy, but a little bit more aesthetic just because of the hills.
Yeah, I got good views.
Yeah.
A couple good views. Also, that casino down there, a good time. And there's
No smoking in there, too. It makes it a little bit better for me.
Yeah, me
not
too.
that I'm not
Kind of a
no
bummer.
smoking guy, but so you just don't smell like casino.
Yeah, hey, listen, I'm trying to have a good time. Why are you trying to
Yeah.
put me to bed with all these thick air? It's 2023. Let's go ahead and get rid of that whole thing. Whenever you go to Cincy and you realize they don't have an indoor practice facility, is that something that you think about going in there, or is that a part of like your demands? Were you the reason why they put the bubble up over the practice facility out there by the highway?
I think it was probably more Joe, but but I did enjoy the bubble late season. That's a nice little bubble they put up too.
It is.
We're walking to practice. It's cool. We actually bussed a few times. We bussed.
Whoa.
City bus to practice gritty Cincinnati winter.
Hell yeah. Cincy's all in. Pac has a question for you, Ted.
So you had a chance to be with Bill Belichick. Now you with Zach Taylor, which is a very different of what's the word?
Styles?
Yeah, styles, age different. What did you take?
Appearances, let's see,
Everything.
personality,
Children,
ways of living,
clothes.
Yeah.
Yachting abilities,
Right.
Yeah.
naval history knowledge.
Yeah.
There's a lot. Those two are vastly different.
What did you get from Bill, from Zach? What's the difference between playing for Bill and playing for Zach Taylor right now?
Well, I thought it was so cool playing up in New England, just being like the most hardcore team. We practice hardcore and then we go out and win.
Hell yeah.
And it was like, gritty. I remember like rookie year, my lip split because it was so cold and it just didn't shut until after the Super Bowl. It was just all playoffs, just bloody lipping.
What?
But
Felt
I
like
thought that
such
was
a
great.
dog.
And then you win the Super Bowl and it was awesome. Like we won 2 and then Zach Taylor, it's such a different style but you still win games and you still are tough but he's created a great culture there and obviously it starts with the quarterback, but he's a great offensive mind. And this is the first time actually ever in my career that I've played for an offensive head coach, which is refreshing as a center.
Yeah, give
Sound
you
like
some
a-
more ideas. Yeah, a little bit of help, maybe a little bit of that.
Just a little bias going our way this time.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, one practice.
Yeah.
We get a favor.
Was the narrative for you guys in the playoffs, like, were you guys actually genuinely pissed about that neutral site conversation and them selling tickets and, all of that? And then you guys just walked into Buffalo and just kicked the shit out of them?
Yes, we were upset about that. Obviously with that whole situation, I was just glad DeMar was healthy.
Yeah.
But then when you
That's
look at
scary,
that
wasn't
was
it?
scary, man. That was the most electric I've ever seen a stadium, and then complete silence. And then there was like a weird noise came off, like an alarm, and no one said anything. One of our running backs looked at me. He was like, "Hey, what was that, man?" I go, "I didn't say anything to him." And he goes, "Dude, what was that?" I was like, "I don't know, bro. I don't know what it was."
Super eerie, huh?
Yeah.
Super eerie. It was like crazy.
That was serious.
Complete silence. 70,000 people silent. What a great job by the first responders.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Crushed.
Athletic trainer, I
Crushed
forget
it.
the name.
I mean, I don't know the status of him now, but as far as the competitive standpoint, I think the more we weren't worried about the Buffalo as much as we were about the division being decided by a coin flip.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did not like that.
Did not like that. But honestly, yeah, I mean, if we would have let the Ravens beat us twice, I mean, that's what we get. But we didn't let it happen.
Well, that was kind of what everybody that was against you guys
Yeah.
getting upset about
Yeah.
it was easily saying, But I think in the locker room, it is a little bit different. Like, hey, we've worked hard. This has been a long season for a coin flip to decide this kind of. But those were. That game, just went back to that game.
Prime time.
Dude. And then they came back on TV. We see, like, you guys had to see that before we did.
I didn't really know. I thought he got knocked out. I was right there and said a quick prayer, and then they shuffled everyone off. And I didn't realize it was such an emergency till I saw the CPR going on.
That's scary.
It was unbelievable, really. And yeah.
That's some heavy stuff. You guys bounce back, obviously, beat the Ravens, do your thing. You guys are a football team that I think nobody wants to see, including the Pittsburgh Steelers. Tone Diggs has a question for you.
T. Higgins was talking about that you guys a big ping pong locker room. The big boys get involved in that, or you guys have your own games?
Oh yeah, I'm O-line champion.
Oh, yeah, you are. We knew that, by the way. We knew that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get involved. I would say Mitch Wilcox, Trent Taylor, Joey B, There's a pretty.
Where's
good
the lineman
Tyler
ranking a
Boyd.
ping pong player?
Man, I don't think I've busted the top 10 yet. Busted.
Oh, line. That's bad luck
no.
for the offensive lineman.
Yeah, I got to run it more. You know, they have their days are a little bit less stressful. O-line's the most stressful football day, I would say.
Every day.
It's not really. I don't feel like ping pong on a Wednesday 11:30 a.m. when people are really playing. You know?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
like my position, I got time. Like if that
day.
locker room had,
Every day.
if ping pong was the sport of locker room, I'm in there. I'm putting in I'm hours I'm putting in work.
Oh, yeah.
And then you're waltzing out of that meeting miserable, fucking miserable, tired, miserable.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you're a dipper or not. Normally offensive linemen have a half a tin in
3
there.
months off, Pat. 3 months off.
Congratulations.
Go.
Training camp's right around the corner.
Yeah,
You give us something.
I feel
He'll
like
be
I've
back.
just replaced it with all the different brands of fake tobacco now.
Oh, Zin?
Yeah, Zin.
Oh, so you're yeah, you're off tobacco.
I'm off Grizzly. I tipped Grizzly for 16 years.
Okay.
Like I said, I just love Teddy K even more now because it's just, man, Teddy K is a character. He's a character above himself. When, Cincinnati, everyone made a joke, not Cincinnati in general, but everyone made a joke because he missed the 3 throws that were like wide open 3 throws. He missed a couple basketball shots. So then he goes in the pool and he makes them in the pool, which was absolutely hilarious, the F Tennessee thing. And no, I do like, and I shout out to Pat McAfee, though, on the real note, though, for bringing him on his show and giving us kind of more of an insight on everything. Because you go from playing with Bill Belichick, who is, at this point, known as one of the toughest coaches to work for, right? Toughest coaches to play for because the guy's a jackwagon. The guy's not nice. He's not a good guy. He's a really hard coach to be around, right? And then you go to probably one of the most fun-loving, lovable coaches in the NFL in Zach Taylor, who's also an amazing coach. But, you just kind of go from a completely culture shift, right? From like a hard-ass jerk to a fun-loving guy you want to be around and hang out with, right? So that obviously alone is crazy. And, the whole situation with the coin flip, I said this on my channel many times, but my biggest problem with it was the fact that it decided the division. And even if, for example, let's say the Ravens would have beat Cincinnati the last week of the season, we still should not have won the division. Because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, even if we said we would have beat you guys twice, that second win would have been a little bit lucky. That second win would have been a little bit lucky, and you guys literally should have won it the week before. So that game should never have counted at the end of the day. You guys would have beat Buffalo, and then that last game of the season should not have counted. In all honesty, I'll say this a zillion times, you guys should have won the division. If they didn't count that week 6 or 17 game versus the Bills, you guys should have won the division, right? Point blank, end of story. Then that week 18 games could have been a place where you guys could have rested your starters. And it was bullcrap Cincinnati got robbed out of that. It is what it is in the end of the day, all things fell the way they fell, but absolutely love Teddy K. Really nice to see some insight he gave on all this. But guys, if you did enjoy this video, hit the like, comment down below. See you guys next one. Peace out.